So, Amber is joining Lolcow Live. As someone who was an H3 fan, there is no way Amber doesn't know about Keem's past. H3 and Keemstar have had a long-time feud, pretty much since H3's podcast has started. Keemstar infamously sent his audience to tell H3 some very anti-Semitic things in retaliation to H3's kind of rude comments about Keem after Keem so graciously gave his presence on the podcast.
It's so frustrating!
I have such a hard time believing Amber is oblivious of Keemstar's antics and how far he will go in the name of the game. Keem is the piece of shit on YouTube, and Amber has to know that. I was an H3 fan for quite a long time, and so I also know a lot about Keem's antics. That is why I was shocked, honestly shocked, she decided to join Lolcow Live as a host. Clearly, Amber is much, much more delusional than I thought she was. We have gotten a little taste of how Amber will respond to these types of questions that she will get, and it isn't much different than how she would respond to the haters on live. She just denies it based on, some semantics, and therefore the whole claim is null and void. Amber admitted to setting a timer for Beck, then took it back and said that they weren't physical timers, but she would tell Beck to come back, quote, in an hour. Whether or not the timers were physical, they were happening. Now, to make it very clear, I'm not making this video to make any type of money because I don't have a monetized channel. Both Keem and Amber keep making this comment that they won't listen to the quote detractor channels that make a living off of making videos hating on Amber. There are very few people who actually make a living off of their Amberlynn Reid reaction channels, and most people who first start watching ALR content begin by giving her the benefit of the doubt. The problem is that Amber has already used up all of her chances to redeem herself by a long shot. It seems as though Amber really thinks the only thing people have on her is her weight. The only thing she is willing to joke about is her weight. She uses her weight as a scapegoat of sorts. She cannot hide the fact that she is big, but she can hide the fact that she is a piece of shit, at least for a little bit. What is even more weird to me, though, is that Amber seems to think that they just want her on Lolcow Live because she is fat. She says she has had a problematic past, yet when people talk about her problematic past, all she does is deny that it happened. So, Amber, what is your problematic past then? Or is that off limits to talk about now because it was, quote, so long ago? Unfortunately for Amber, she won't be able to craft her narrative like she thought she would. She has very little control over who and what will be brought up on the panel. She deleted all her videos, even though she could have downloaded them all and uploaded them to an unmonetized channel for safekeeping. But that doesn't mean that those videos aren't out there. She is in for one rude awakening if she thinks that Lolcow Live will be any kind of safe space for her.